Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to my live. Hi guys, thank you for joining. Join. Hello guys, thank you for joining. Welcome, come in. Today we want to talk about Queen Naomi. I actually have a little time, so I decided to come here because um, this Queen Naomi issue is getting out of hand. Like all all she was trying to do was like trying to put smile on people's face, but everything end up backfiring, and she's now the one suffering it. And hold on. So guys, come in, thank you for joining. Come in, let's talk about this because it's really getting out of hand. And the way Queen Naomi's case is going right now, like things is going south. It's not what was planned, you know. Please help me and click like if you join. Thank you. So now a lot of Nigerians are out to help Queen Naomi. A lot of lawyers are actually, showing interest in the case, and a lot of prominent people in Nigeria is actually, wanting to get involved in this case because she didn't do anything. It was just an accident. It can happen to anybody, and yeah, so that is what is happening right now. And a lot of people are blaming her, why a lot are judging her, why some are saying that it's not really her fault. For me, actually, this is not Queen Naomi's fault. She was just trying to help. It's just like someone, you went to give some people, do some donation, and along the line something happened. So it's just an accident. As long as we are in this world, accidents will keep happening. People will keep giving birth to children. People will keep dying. People will get sick. Is normal. Accident is normal thing, but sometimes some accidents can be prevented. But due to the fact that this is Nigeria, where a lot of things can go wrong at any time. Nobody will be held accountable. And I think this Queen Naomi's case, the way they are punishing her, you know that there is more to this case. It's not like because of those innocent children that died. I don't know, because we've not even heard anything about those families, if the government has visited them, like the government of Oyo State, if they have visited these families that lost their children's in this the stampede that happened. We've not heard about anything about these families. We are only hearing about Queen Naomi this. They are taking her to court, they're doing this to her, they're doing this to her. What about those families? What about those women that lost their children? What about those women that was throwing their children from over the fence? Everybody need to come out and talk, so that the innocent Queen Naomi would not come and bear all the consequences of other women's action. Imagine you carrying your child for 9 months and you have that mind to throw them over the fence, And now nobody have known the family that lost their children. Nobody have heard from them. The government have not visited them. They don't know if they are grieving or not. They are just after Queen Naomi. It's as if there is something they want from Queen Naomi. Because I believe that this case is supposed to be a very transparent case, for the fact that what has happened had happened. I expected the government to show us in the news where they visit the family, how many families that lost their life. Because even Queen Naomi's mother came out, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. She was crying so bitterly. She said she's ready to go and meet those families. Then where is those families? Why can't we see the families? Some people are already like people are ready to help these families that lost their loved ones, but we've not seen them. We've not heard anything about them. All we know that they said 35 children died, which everybody is very, very sad. But where are these families? People need to console them. People need to know who they are. Where are they? Are they invisible? We're only showing Queen Naomi. They're only talking about Queen Naomi and the other Yoruba man. I think his name is Hamzat. They're just talking about them. What about those families? People need to meet them. People need to console them. We need to hear from them. We need to hear from them what really happened. That kind of a thing. But it's not really happening. Then, boom, they are now charging Queen Naomi for water. Why? Why? Even when Queen Naomi's mom was talking, she said a whole lot of things. From what she said they have not even gotten to the venue of the event. So, why are they keeping her? How many days now? She spent her Christmas there. You know, now they want her to spend her New Year there. I know a lot of people lost their life, but these things that is happening is somehow. What is Oni of Ife saying? If Queen Naomi was still Oni of Ife's wife, will Oni of Ife allow her to be in there up to this moment? That's a lot. Like, people have a lot of things to ask. Queen Naomi is there. Queen Naomi is actually the mother of Oni of Ife's son, his first son for that matter. Maybe he's doing something though he's not showing it. But sometimes we feel that action speaks louder than words. That they are doing I don't care. They're just doing party upon party upon party upon, like at the palace. We're not saying that they should not do their party. No, it's not what people are saying. But people are saying that he should do something. If Oni of Ife has actually done something, I bet you Queen Naomi will not spend 2 days in that custody. If Oni of Ife has intervened, Queen Naomi's mom and the sister and the brother will not come to internet. They will not come to social media crying, asking for help. If Oni of Ife has actually done something, people will not come. A lot of people are doing video begging Oni of Ife to do something. That one call from Oni of Ife will save a lot of things. My own concern is they should just visit those families that lost their children. Visit them. They need love. They need everyone, you know. Then from there, they can now start, tackling the case. They have investigated. The fault is not from Queen Naomi. Nobody is praying for accident to happen. Accident can happen to anyone. Even you walking on the road, you're walking on the road, you are not praying for accident to happen. When you are driving, nobody prays for accident to happen. So when accident happen, everybody will take responsibility of their actions, right? That's what they said. But in this case, Queen Naomi's case is a bailable case, one. And I heard that this kind of case, they're not supposed to take her to a magistrate court. They're supposed to take her to a high court. So why did they take her there? Why are they charging her with all those things they line up there? Is it something they are not saying about the case? Like, a lot of Nigerians now are really interested about this case. But there is this thing that OBS Ekwesili wrote. I don't know if I'm just checking my phone, if I can see what she wrote about this case, because she was actually saying that the government should not punish someone that is trying to help the kids. And I love it, like she said it the way it is. She even tagged Tinubu, President Tinubu. She tagged Nigerian police, and I think she tagged some other people, But people that are supposed to talk, people are supposed to take this case further, are not even saying anything. I saw a video that was today, that the Freeze actually interviewed Queen Naomi's mom. She was saying a lot, everybody was not happy. When you get to the comment section where she was narrating how things happened, because Queen Naomi's mom was actually with her in Ibadan when this thing happened. So she has a first class, like first class or first hand information, not first class, sorry, first hand information of what happened. So you can imagine that they're not turning everything upside down. That's one thing I don't like about Nigeria judiciary, especially if there is something someone is holding against you. I don't know if it's because of the man that is involved. I don't know if it's because of Queen Naomi. I don't really know, but this case is getting out of hand, because this woman is very, very sick right now. As I'm talking to you guys, they said Queen Naomi is very down and her blood pressure is 200 and something. It's very, very dangerous. Even seeing those kids dying is traumatizing, both to the parents, to Queen Naomi. Upon that, they put her inside prison. Will I say prison? Yeah. All those things is traumatizing. Queen Naomi never spent all her time planning this event, for this event to end up like this. She really put effort. A lot of people donated, a lot of people put effort, but at the end of the day, the devil is a liar. And I believe so much that Queen Naomi is a woman that loves God a lot, and I so much believe that when you love God, God will not let you down. That's my prayer for her, that God should not let her down, because she has really gone through a lot. If you recount when Queen Naomi was at the palace for the first time, there's this video I did. I said Queen Naomi marrying Ooni of Ife was a cost to her. It was her biggest mistake, because there's some things, all that glitters are not good. Stepping her foot into that palace was never a good thing for her. People might not understand, but there's a whole lot of things that went on at the palace. Queen Naomi could not come out to talk because of fear. Ooni of Ife is a very wealthy man. He's very rich. He's not only a king, he's a first-class king, and he knows a lot of people. If he wants to speak with the president of Nigeria today, he'll just pick his phone and make call. So he's very, very, like this. So because of that, Queen Naomi was scared of a lot of things. You think Queen Naomi just wake up one morning and decided to remove the write-up she did in 23rd of December 2021, where she wrote she no longer interested to be the Queen of Ife? You think she wake up one morning and decided to remove the write-up? She did not. A lot of things went behind the scene. There is one time she came out to accuse the police of using power to intimidate her. I think that was in 2022, a few months before Ooni of Ife got married to Olori Miriam. This thing happened, and thank you, Ahmed, thank you. So a lot of things has been going on, and I feel that because Queen Naomi is from a middle class, I won't call her poor. She's from a middle class family. They are not super rich, they are not super poor. They are just there. They're just average Nigeria, and I believe maybe she's just a young girl growing up, doing her ministry, and she ended up marrying Ooni of Ife. And since then, her life has changed. Her life has changed to what she never believed. And for me, I know that Queen Naomi is a prophetess. When you check the definition of prophetess, it's somebody that seeks future, somebody that sees oncoming event. So I don't know, but I don't know if she did not see what this marriage is going to look like. But people are saying that if you're a prophet, it's very hard for you to see a vision concerning yourself and your family. You might see for your family, but it's very difficult for you to see for your family, for yourself, which I really believe, because I've tried to research about prophecy, if that kind of thing, but at the end of the day, it's partially truth that maybe she did not see what is going to happen in future, but I don't really blame her. I just, I don't know how to put it, but for me, I would say she wouldn't have ventured into this marriage with Oni of Ife. It has really cost her a lot. It has caused her pain. People will not understand. Like, remember that time that I remember that time Queen Naomi left the palace. There was this audio recording that was flying around. If Queen Naomi was my sister and I saw that recording, I don't understand Yoruba, but people were interpreting the recording. The recording was so hard, it was heartbreaking. For the fact that they had Oni of Ife's voice there and other women, they were saying some nasty things that will put you to tears. You know, I shed tears when when someone was translating all the things that was said in that recording. And I think that particular recording contributed to Queen Naomi leaving the palace. Because if she was my sister or my niece or my auntie, I would never ever advise her to go back to the palace. Even if that palace has gold, silver, even if there is billions of dollars in that palace, I would never advise my own sister to go back to that palace after all the events. Even Queen Naomi's brother one time said she escaped from Lion's Den, that she saw hell, you know. But the way people are doing it now is as if Queen Naomi was the one at fault because she found herself in this situation she is right now. Nobody prays to be in this kind of situation, but I wish they can just, you know, like do flashback, and she has this opportunity to choose again. I don't think Queen Naomi would never like to go back to the palace. She was married to Oni of Ife. Why Oni of Ife has a lot of mistress? Is she dealing with mistress, or is she dealing with the spiritual battle, physical battle, otherwise? She really suffered, you know. Now that she feels that she's free, this kind of thing now landed on her head. She's just a human, you know. That's why she has this breakdown, because she's really, really sick. People that are in a border, that has people that works in police station, they said Queen Naomi is very, very sick. She has been in police hospital, you know, receiving treatment. And the one that broke my heart was that they couldn't even allow her to be with her son. The sister has to beg before, you know, she was, you know, allowed to, you know, meet with her son, which is very, very sad. She's not a criminal. She didn't buy anybody. It was just an accident. But at the end of the day, I think the law in Nigeria works for people. If you are VIP, the law will work differently for you. If you are from a poor family, the law will work differently for you. If you are very rich, you can do anything you want, you know. But anyway, if you know people that is on top, the situation will be good for you. But if you don't have anybody, sorry is your name. Queen Naomi just have herself, her mom, her father, sisters, you know, brothers. But there is one thing she has that most people might be neglecting. She has that man up there. She really has God. Because I've taken my time to listen some of her preaching. When I started my channel, I don't really know much about her then. Before I started doing Oni of Ife channel, this was, I never planned to start doing this, but something made me to start doing videos about Oni of Ife. And I got to know Queen Naomi, like a woman that is very, very strong, a woman that loves God, a woman that, like, I love it that she loves fashion and loves God. Because you can't be serving God and you be looking so dirty. I will say it, I will keep saying it. When Queen Naomi was at the palace, she was not looking okay. She was not looking nice like when she was at the palace. But when she stepped out at the palace, her life changed. I know people might see it as, oh, she was trying to dress good to, you know, impress the public or make Oni of Ife feel jealous. No. A lot of things comes with being at the palace. You see this set of Oni of Ife's wives that are inside the palace? They are used to Oni of Ife. Queen Naomi never dated Oni of Ife. It's just like this kind of olden days marriage that you see somebody you like, you said you want to marry the person, the parents and the people will just, you know, do the arrangement, ask you, do you want to marry her or him? And he will say, I'm interested. Then the man being interested, and they will tell the lady, if the lady is interested, the marriage don't start. That's how their marriage kick off. They never have time to date. But you see the set of women that Oni of Ife is marrying right now, they dated for so many years. Some of them was dating Oni of Ife. Oni of Ife got married to Queen Naomi and they continued dating him even though he was married. And they keep dating him. They keep frustrating Queen Naomi in different ways. There is a way you frustrate someone. There is a way you hurt someone. You won't need to beat the person to hurt the person. Their actions really hurt Queen Naomi very well. If she was my sister, I wouldn't even never advise her to go back. You know, how can I be in my husband's house and concubines and mistresses will be coming, they'll be rubbing it on your face. You wouldn't even have time to spend with your husband. Every time, this one, this one. When you have 6 concubines, by the time you visit them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when will be the time for your wife? You know, they will just be doing shift of, you know, mistress, girlfriend, and those kind of things. So she was really, really a very strong woman. So for those current wives of Oni of Ife, they are very, very comfortable at the palace. They are very, very comfortable. They even know the palace more than Queen Naomi, because Queen Naomi was always at Akure, running away from them. How can you be married and you go and live in Akure? You think it was just, she just planned it? No, because that place was like a hot seat for her. You know, she couldn't pretend anymore. She couldn't hold it anymore. So she has to go. There are some things that if you give Queen Naomi microphone today to talk about what she saw and what she faced at the palace, people will be shocked. A lot of people will be shocked. But I thank God that she's not someone that talks a lot. She's someone that I think she will just be like, I present my case to God. And that's a kind of person, you know. And things has been going well since she left. She was doing well. She was even in her final year in one university, Alexander University. She was doing pretty well because before this thing that happened now happened, you know. But when you look at that young woman's life, you will see that marrying Oni of Ife then was not a good option for her. I don't know what really pushed her. I don't know, maybe God sent her there to break something, or some people are saying that God sent her there, you know, to break whatever she break and make Oni of Ife to start having male children, right? Why some said God sent her there on a mission. For me, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that she agreed to marry Oni of Ife on her own with her family, you know. I don't believe God said anything for her to move there. You know, sometimes there are some things that people will say is God's will. No, before we became before anything God, we are human. Then God will allow us to make our choices. Then God will help us. When you make wrong choices, you don't attribute it to God that it's God's will. No, that one is not among God's will. Sometimes that's why when you want to make a decision, make sure you take your time, relax, think before you make a decision, because any bad decision you make, you must surely repeat. It might not be now, it might be later. You know, that's why when you want to make this, especially decision about marriage, you know, marriage. Growing up, my grandmother used to say that marriage is a very beautiful thing, and during their own time, they were believed to stay in marriage, even if some things are happening, they are meant to stay. But this generation right now, you can't stay in a marriage where you're not happy, where you know that your mental health is being abused, where you know that this marriage, you can't even, you know, you can't, it's not something you can patch. So the only option is either separation or divorce. You know, the divorce and separation has helped a lot of women. It's not really only because of Queen Naomi. Nobody knows what Queen Naomi passed through, because you can never, her shoe, nobody can ever be in her shoe. She knows. They don't want to come out and talk, but they are using indirectly parables to talk. So if you are somebody that is sensible, plus the ones that, you know, we have people that live in a palace. They have palace mates. They have people that are gardeners, cook. They have relatives. They have cousins. They be telling them what is happening at the palace. You see all this news we've been hearing, we've been doing concerning Oni of Ife. These things are people that are inside that palace, maybe sharing news. You won't know. One person will hear, this person will tell this person will tell another person. Before you know, the news will be everywhere. So I know Oni of Ife is a good man, right? He's a good man. But I think his own problem is he like women, and when you start dealing with different women, you'll be confused. You will try to please this person. You try to. That's why some men, some rich men that are well educated, you can't see them marrying 2 wives, more than 1 wife. Polygamy is not something you push yourself into. Some women vow that they can never be numbered. It's not because they can. It's not because they are queen or they are this or that. No, polygamy is not easy. Even if they are doing the polygamy with the richest man in the world, or you are doing it with a pastor or somebody that knows God, blah, it will never work. Polygamy, it comes with a lot of things. You might be a free-spirited person, but what about your co-wife? You don't know what she's feeling. Everybody would like to impress the man. Everybody would like to make the man happy so that you be the number one. Competition will be there. A lot of things. Before you know it, they'll start thinking evil. That's why polygamy is no good. One wife might be thinking evil to this person. Maybe you're not even that kind of person. Before you know, you that is a very good person, they will push you to do something that you've never thought in your life that you would do. And after doing it, you regret it. Because that's what polygamy will make you. Polygamy will change who you are. Polygamy will make you to start. If you're a woman that is very, like, if you have this hair, it's okay for you. If it's only the hair you have, it's okay. The only thing you have, if it's 1 cloth or 2 clothes that you have, you are contented with what you have. But when you venture into polygamy, you will see that your co-wife is wearing beautiful clothes. You would like to wear that clothes. If you don't have the money, you would like to do anything to have money to buy those clothes. That's the competition. Okay, look at what is happening in Oni of Ife's palace now. See Oni of Ife's palace now. Everybody's opening NGO. This wife will do party today. Another wife will do party today. The another one will do party today. Competition everywhere. This is not what Queen Naomi bargained. So she has to leave. And since she left, she has been doing okay. Now, this case, bam. I don't know. I really feel so sad for her, honestly. I really feel so sad for her because she will not remain the same when she come out from this case. She will need to, she will need a therapy. She will need a therapist because she will be traumatized, I'm just praying for her to come out of this case, in good health, in one piece, because being in police custody and you are being charged for murder is a very sensitive case, being that a lot of beautiful children lost their life. And I keep saying it, where are those mothers that brought their children there? Where are those women that was throwing their children through the fence? Where are they? We've not seen them. Like, internet is a very powerful place. Had it been one of them come out to talk, it will be all over social media. It will be all over social media. But we've not heard of anything, Guys, if you're joining, please help me and click like. Help me like the video, please. Thank you. Help me like the video. Click like. So, yeah, she's a prophetess. She's a prophetess. So, yeah, Queen Naomi is a prophetess. But sometimes, if something wants to happen, if you're a prophetess, you can't even see it. It's another person that will see vision about you. A prophetess cannot be seeing vision on her about herself because, I don't know, they said that's how it works. And the funny part of all these things, if Queen Naomi should come out of this, Queen Naomi is still entangled to Oni of Ife because she can't get married now until Oni of Ife freed her. She's not totally free from Oni of Ife. Queen Naomi is the one that left, Technically, she's still married to Oni of Ife. Because all those traditional stuff, they have not, undo the things they did. So, even at that, any young woman in Yoruba land that married a king, it's always very difficult for that woman to marry again. Some people will say a king is like a deity. that they can't go and marry someone that a deity has married. Imagine Oni of Ife being in charge of 200 and something deity, and he once married Queen Naomi. Any man that gets close, either friends will tell him to run, no, she has married a king before, or family will not agree because of the consequences. Like when Alafin of Oyo died, they said the wives of Alafin of Oyo, if they want to get married again, they can't marry anyone from Oyo State, because is Alafin of Oyo's wife. So they are free to marry, but they can't marry any man from Oyo State. So tradition is really dealing with people that got married to a king before, a king, not like ordinary king, like a king like Oni of Ife, It's really, really sad that, she found herself in this kind of situation. When she was preparing for all these events, she was just, doing her thing. She was super happy. She never knew that this will end like this. And there is this thing that government did the other time. Like, I watched Arise News, and I saw where they were saying that Queen Naomi did not inform the government that she's coming. Like, I was like, she did not? Why would they say that? Because I actually saw where she met with the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Inclusion. So if you want to do an event in a state, you will not go to government house and be knocking on the door that you want to see the governor, that you want to do event. It's never done like that. The only people you will need to meet, either you meet the people in charge of social stuff, which is Women Affairs and Social Inclusion. And she actually went to them. Even the man Hamzat provided 2,000 securities. It's just that they are supposed to resume by 8 a.m. And this stampede of a thing happened between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. So who are we to blame? People even slept outside the event venue just so that they will enter there early. Who are we to blame? Queen Naomi is not in any way to be blamed. She didn't do anything. She provided security. But they have not started. They have not resumed before all these things happened. So the government should actually pity her and know that her plan was not to kill anyone. Her plan was to put smiles on these little children's face. It's very, very unfortunate and heartbreaking that they lost their lives, and which some mistake is from parents. We have a lot of greedy parents. Some people are very greedy. You will see some humans that have everything. They have food, they have, when they hear that they are sharing something somewhere, they will go there and start, dragging it with people that need it most. That is people that are meant for those gifts. You will see where they're doing giveaway. Is this, they will say it's for widow or for poor people, people that don't have. You will see someone that has big shop going there dragging those things with that person. It's very, very bad. All these things are caused greediness. If not for greediness, maybe this stampede of a thing wouldn't have happened. If they actually behave like adults, be in a straight line, like organize their children. Instead, they were throwing their children. Imagine throwing your 9 months from the fence and you feel that somebody will catch it for you. Did you send anybody there to catch your child? Like, because everybody there, all those crowd there, they have one interest. And their interest is to collect the gift, collect the money, collect the scholarship. All of them are fighting for one interest. So that was why everybody was struggling to be the first to enter, even though the event has not started. So why are they landing all the blames on Queen Naomi? People are saying this is turning to political because of Hamzat. I don't really know if it's true, but my own concern is, what has Oni of Ife done? This is the mother of his son. And I know that if Oni of Ife has done something, I keep saying it, just one call, Queen Naomi will not sleep there. If Queen Naomi has been the cause of this stampede, nobody will even come to beg Oni or beg the government to tamper justice with mercy. But when you look at all these things all around, you know that there is no fault of her. It is the fault of the adults that came, They came and hijacked everything and this happened. So they shouldn't blame Queen Naomi. They shouldn't, try to make her suffer for what she did not do. She was just being kind. She was just trying to take care of these kids. She was just trying to help. This can happen to anybody. Even nobody is praying for all this. Anybody that shares, anybody that does giveaway or all this fun fair thing, even somebody walking on the road, accident can happen. There is nowhere accident does not happen. Even that, there is this Nigerian singer, I don't know if it's Asheka, I don't know if I'm Asheka, something like that, that went to UK and there was stampede. In the UK, I think 19 people or so died. And they didn't arrest him. They just checked if he did what he's supposed to do. And nobody arrested him. Nobody kept him in custody. Nobody charged him to court and all of that. So why are they doing this to Queen Naomi? Why? This is a bailable case. She can be coming from her house to the court anytime they have, anytime is the case day. She can come from her house to the court, and with that, she will have the opportunity to go and meet. She will ask around and meet those families that lost their children. Now, nobody is even talking about those families. It's all about Queen Naomi court. They charge her this, they do her this. They were just all interested in Queen Naomi, Queen Naomi. That's why people are beginning to think that there is more to this case than the children that lost their life. Where is those mothers? Where is the fathers? Where is those children's home? Nobody has video. Nobody has showed them. Nobody has, I've not seen them. I was trying to let me see this family that lost their children so that people will hear from them. People will compensate them. People will console them. But they're not showing them. All this case is interested in deal with Queen Naomi, deal with Queen Naomi, deal with Queen Naomi. Nobody is remembering those children, their parents, their mothers, their fathers. How are they faring? What really happened? We need to hear from them. Not they were just after crucifying him, just like they did Jesus. Crucify him, crucify. They don't want to hear the people that were shouting, crucify him, crucify him. They don't want to hear what Jesus did, what happened. Even people that they are passing, they join, crucify him, crucify him. This is the case of Queen Naomi. What about these children? I know they deserve justice. Some of these children that died, their mother need to be put behind the bars because they caused it. How can you be throwing your child over the fence? And now everything is landed on Queen Naomi's head. Those women are not being held. They will go to another place, another time, another people will still go where they're doing giveaway and do the same thing. Nobody is holding them. I know they are grieving, but we need to know them. We need to console them. Then we need to console them. People need to console them and still advise them. Because some people will cry today and they will say they have other children. Next day, you will see them, when they hear giveaway, they will still run and go. I don't know what is wrong with some people. If you look at the one that happened in Abuja, look at the one that happened in Anambra State, you will see that all these things are just greediness of people. People not following rules. Be in a straight line. Like, the thing will just be moving gradually. Have you been in the bank in Nigeria? Have you been in the bank or you went to do NIN? Oh, God. January that we went to Nigeria, we went to do our NIN. If you see the crowd, no orderliness. People cannot stay in the queue. They're just running around. Adults. Had it been they coordinated themselves, be in a queue one after the other, everybody will get their gift. No. Adults will be running like, I don't know why they are like that. At the end of the day, you lost your life. The rice that you want to take, you did not take it. The gift you came for, you could not get it. I saw people's lying like people in Anambra State, like 19 people, because of one small rice. And this thing, they are meant to stay in a queue, in a straight line. Like, the thing was moving. And before you know, people started rushing. Why are you rushing? They have a lot of bags of those tiny rice. It can go around one village. But no. The same thing was the same thing that happened to Queen Naomi. If these mommies and these daddies that brought their children there followed instruction, be in a straight line, wait for the organizer of events to come so that everybody will go in gently. No, Everybody wants to be first. How can thousands of people be first? In life, it's not everybody that will be first. One person has to be first, then we'll have second, have third. If they want everybody to be first, that means there will nothing like one. There will nothing like first. So that's why even like in life like this, a lot of people they want to be in the front. Why? They know that they are still very far. It's just gradually you will reach to the front, but you want to reach to the front immediately, and before you know it, you won't get there. Accident will happen. That's really what happened at Queen Naomi's event. And the government is supposed to do something better. If Nigerians, if there is not hunger in Nigeria, people will not go and be, rushing to get a tiny bag of rice, small piece of cake, small tomato, small noodles. At the end of the day, they will lose their life. You see, this 2024, this is the worst year for Nigerians. Hunger. Right? Things are very, very expensive. I wonder how the people that they classify as poor, how they are managed. Some of them will tell you that they eat once in a day. You will help and help and help. You know who to help again. But the thing that really saddened my heart is a lot of people are not patient enough. You go to a bank, they will never stay in the line. Everybody wants to be the first to get their money. At the end of the day, they will start fighting. You go to where they're sharing gifts, the same thing. People are not coordinated. Adults, go to abroad. You will see, go to the bank, everybody, you know your line. Nobody will come and want to go to the front because you know somebody that works in the bank. Before you know, fight. But in abroad, you go, you stay in the line, you do your thing. But back home, people don't understand that. You will see somebody, you will be in the bank for 4 hours. Somebody will just walk in and make call because they know somebody inside. They will just go in, do what they do. But you've been there for like past 4 hours. Why not follow due process? Follow due process and everything will just go well. Now they have put Queen Naomi into trouble. All those people she was trying to help, where are they? All those people that Queen Naomi has been helping, where are they? She's now the one bearing all the consequences. Where are those women that Queen Naomi has been helping? Nobody's talking. Even like I expected one person among all these people that came to this event to just say their mind, say the truth, that this woman was actually trying to help. It was the crowd, that did this and did that, but no, everybody carried the gist and run. Queen Naomi's fair, Queen Naomi Farm Fair made a lot of women to lose their children. They were not saying it the way it is. That's one thing about people. And when you start sharing it on social media, everybody will carry it and be running. They won't even verify the news. Before you know, the news have gone all over the world. If you type on Google now, you see what people are writing about Queen Naomi's name. That is very, very bad. She was only trying to help. She never imagined that this will be the end of 35 children. That was never her plan. Sometimes when we want to do something, first of all, we think about that we are humans first. That's why I so much say it, humanity first before religion. Queen Naomi was a Christian, but the place she went to do this thing was a Muslim school. She never said it's only for Christian. The door is open, both Christian, Muslim, whatever, anyone you believe in. But now this thing has happened. Everybody have left her. It's now her family. So if you are trying to help people, make sure you save yourself first. Do not, because of you want to give people or you want to gift people, you enter into trouble. When problem comes, everybody will run away. Like you're seeing it right now. It's only Queen Naomi's mom, the brother, the sister are coming out crying, shouting, doing this. Where are other people that Queen Naomi has been helping over the years? They are nowhere to be found. Even the husband, the so-called Oni of Ife. People should beg Oni. I know that one call she will make, this case Queen Queen Naomi will at least get her freedom, because this is a bailable case. She's not running away. Even if they want her to stay in Ibadan while this case is going on, but at least release her from the police custody. She's not a criminal. She has not committed any offense. Because when you check it, you know, when people have not heard what really happened, they were saying that the organizer did not organize it very well, blah, blah, blah. But now people have heard what really happened. And everybody was like, no, now, she's not supposed to be in the custody. Even if something happened while they were there, it's still a bailable case. But they are making it look like there is something different. Like there is something, like, I don't know how to put it, because I don't want to say the ones that, but you know what I mean. The thing is just doing like this. They're not doing it as if she's one notorious person they have been looking for, they have been chasing for thousands of years, and they finally, like the sister said, there are almost 40 something police men and DSS the day she was going to court. Queen Naomi, is she a criminal? Why are they treating her like that? She was only trying to help. That's one thing. When you are helping, pray to God so that your help will not put you into trouble. Because what Queen Naomi is facing right now, is she trying to put smiles on people's face, and she end up, putting herself into trouble. She never bargained for it. Because even me, I was even happy that she was doing this, because she does this every year. Like, she's been doing it in some states, even in Accra, Ondo, she has been doing it in some places in Nigeria, and this is her first time of going to Ibadan. According to what I read online, they said Ibadan, that they have a lot of beggars. They don't know where the beggars are coming from, whether they're shipping them from the north or whether they're shipping them from somewhere else, because they have a lot. Someone that stays in Ibadan said when you go to Ibadan, like the garage, you see a lot of beggars. They even drag your clothes if you don't give them money. They'll be dragging your bag, dragging you. They're always aggressive if you don't give them money. So imagine those kind of people, because they said even all those beggars were there. They came to that event and they slept outside. Like many of them, plus other people that came from different places. So you can imagine, she was expecting 5,000 kids. And according to what I saw the Hamzat wrote, he said Queen Naomi wanted 5,000 kids. So because of that, she did something like tickets. He said he did extra, 5,200 that he did, so that they will have like extra. Then the chair, they put extra chair. So that was their plan. When they give because people were too much. He even has to go back to his station, because he's the one in charge of Agidigbo FM. He has to go back there and was announcing, telling people to go back home, that there is a lot of crowd there. But nobody's here. Instead, more people were coming, more. And even someone I know very well that passed through that place said when she passed, she saw a lot of shoes, clothes, like the place was, she was like, oh, maybe they did something here. She didn't even know that something bad happened and a lot of children lost their life. That children that lost their life was the saddest part of it. It breaks my heart. It's not supposed to happen. This fun fair was not meant for adults. I know a lot of mothers would like to bring their children. That was why they kept seats for mothers where they would sit down, like mothers, fathers, like any guardian that bring their children. But at the end of the day, some adults came. They didn't even come with any child. They came to collect gifts. And children were down when they, this kind of pushing, and everybody would just fall down and people were marching on them. Imagine those people that march on those people. Shebi, they are in their house right now, sleeping. They will eat Christmas rice. They will do whatever they want to do during Christmas, and they will not think that, oh my God, I'm really among the people that caused this havoc. I was marching on humans, your fellow human. They don't have conscience to think that if they are the one that people were marching on, we are marching on, would they really survive? A lot of people don't have conscience. There is this thing they say, if they are carrying a corpse, people don't feel anything because it will be like they are carrying log of wood, some firewood, yeah. But when is your turn that you lost someone, that's when you understand that what those people are carrying is corpse, is not firewood. It's an adage. They used to say it in Igbo. It's sweet, and when you say it in Igbo, they said, if they buru ozu onye ozo, it will be like ebunko. But yeah, something like that. But see, because this thing has happened, people has relaxed because it's not their business. Nobody knows tomorrow. People actually caused this thing that made these cute, innocent children to lose their life. And those people are somewhere relaxing. They don't even care. They don't even care what has happened. But they are really the people that caused this. The people that caused this have left. They are in their houses. Now, Queen Naomi, because she's the organizer, because she was trying to put smiles on people's face, because, she was, trying to help. She just wanted children. Because I've watched the one she did last year. It was so fun to watch. It was so, like, when you watch it, you feel so happy. Children were so happy. She was dancing with them. She was giving them gifts. This gift they are giving, only Queen Naomi brings her own money. Then people donate from, she has NGO, Wing Foundation. People were just bringing donation. So at the end of the day, they will buy gifts. Last year on that I watched was super cute. They really had fun. The children were happy. Some got scholarship. Some got school supplies. A lot of gifts. Some got like a lot of things, and they were super happy. That was what she was trying to do this time around. But it was really, really unfortunate that this thing happened. And it breaks my heart that people are blaming her. Why would you blame her? She was just trying to help. She was just trying to help. When she was going out, she never planned that this kind of thing will happen. I keep saying it. Nobody is going out bearing in mind that evil will happen. This is an accident. And she didn't cause it. It's not her fault. Like this one, 100 to 100 is never her fault. Even if she's the organizer of the event. But this thing that happened is not her fault. The time of the event has not started. The security people supposed to resume by 8 a.m. They are not even there. So why are they doing her like this? I'm happy that people are not coming out to talk. Lawyers are volunteering right now that they want to be in the case. People want to come and join the case now. Lawyers, a lot of prominent lawyers are willing to join because it feels like they're trying to intimidate her. Because she's just Queen Naomi. She's just a regular prophetess. She's not a millionaire or a billionaire. Her father is not a billionaire. Her mother is not a billionaire. She don't have any billionaire friend or this thing. But I believe that she has that man up there. She has God. And you will see how this case will transform. This case is going to reveal a lot of things. Quote, today, what's the time? The time now is 9:42 p.m. This is December 27. This is my time here. So as I'm talking to you, this case will reveal a lot of things. Watch it. It will reveal a lot. Watch this case from now to January. You understand why I said this. Hello. Hi, Salima. Welcome. So this case is going to reveal a lot of things because, sometimes God uses, but I don't want to be used to bring out some bad thing. No, don't use me. There's some events that will happen that will bring out some evils that's been happening for a very long time. I heard some people saying that, oh, Queen Naomi was set up, this, that. No, it's far from that. Queen Naomi was nobody set up for this thing to happen. This thing that happened was just carelessness of mothers and greediness and people not being coordinated. people being greedy. Nobody set Queen Naomi up. But I'm telling you the fact that this case is going to reveal a lot of things. Watch it. Queen Naomi is getting her own share. And that man that was involved, that they called Hamzat, people are saying that he's an activist, that he has involved in some big case with big men. So just watch, because this case has passed what is supposed to. The water in the garri of the case is overflowing. It's not supposed to be like this. I know we lost people. The other time the government was sharing their expired rice, they were selling their expired rice. A lot of people died. Did they arrest anybody? No. Who did they arrest? No. When people were doing NIN, a lot of people died. Did they arrest anybody? No. The one that happened in Anambra, the man still in his house doing his party, celebrating his Christmas. Have they arrested anybody? Have they arrested the man? No. The one that happened in the Catholic Church in Abuja, Nigeria, it was yesterday that people started protesting. We now heard the headline. They said they have, in the morning of today, I now saw the headline. They said they have arrested the priest in charge of Abuja, blah, 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 Catholic Church, where the stampede happened. Because people started saying that, why are they arresting only Queen Naomi? Why this thing happened in different states in Nigeria? Why are they only, concentrating on Queen Naomi's own, doing, taking it as if as if Queen Naomi did something before, that they have been waiting for her to grab her. That's how that's how all these things is looking like. But one thing that is making me to feel relaxed about this case is Queen Naomi have someone. I keep saying it. Queen Naomi has God. Everybody else may have big man, millions, but she has God. Queen Naomi, if you hear her story, Queen Naomi is not like ordinary person. This woman was ordained right from when she was born. There is a lot of stories I've heard about her when she was born. She was going to school, but because of this prophecy of a thing was distracting her, was making her to undergo different things. They have to take her to church, and started praying for her. The only thing she's supposed to do is to continue serving God. People that serve God, there is one thing you will notice about people that serve God. They normally have a lot of temptation. Like this temptation I'm telling you is not small temptation. They normally have big temptation, like big temptations. Something that can make another person to buy. But at the end of the day, God will save them, and it will be a very big lesson, and they will use it to review a lot of things. A lot of people might be saying, Queen Naomi is not a woman of God, anything. Leave her. She's just an ordinary prophetess. No, God is with her. If God was not with Queen Naomi would not have made it after a few days of staying in that custody. You will not understand. This woman nearly died. She really nearly died. But God gave her strength. God gave her strength. Because the mission God sent her, she has not accomplished it. Some people that are not from Akure or don't know her ministry might not know her too well. A lot of people know Queen Naomi only on social media because she's married to Ooni of Ife. If Queen Naomi had not married Ooni of Ife, a lot of people would not know her, but they will still hear her story one day. They might not know her through Ooni of Ife, but people would have known her because of through her ministry. So because she married Ooni of Ife, she became so popular. At a point, the first day I saw her picture and I read a prophetess, I was like, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. They don't really match. They don't really match. No matter how people try to paint it, like sometimes we think, because God sent her there. See, there is no how you will bring light and darkness together. It will never work. No matter how they pretend that they are compatible, light and darkness can never go. It will never. Light is different. Light is light. darkness is darkness. I'm not saying that Oni of Ife is darkness, but I'm saying that what Oni of Ife believes in and what Oni of Ife worships does not match with what Queen Naomi is worshipping. Queen Naomi is a Christian. She's a prophetess. She's a woman of God. Someone that sees vision. Someone that prays. Imagine being in where there is 200 and something deities. Then you praying. Imagine. Light, darkness. The battle will be much. Do you know how many people that are supposed to do that prayer? It's not supposed to be something for Queen Naomi. You know? It's not supposed to be for her. She's not supposed to marry Oni of Ife. Never. Light and darkness can never match. Imagine Oni of Ife will be inside his shrine or chamber. Kabashing, like doing those stuff they used to do. Pouring hot drink. Calling his ancestors. You know, doing all the abracadabra. And Queen Naomi will be in her room praying to God, praying, kabashing, you know, pleading blood of Jesus, saying Holy Ghost fire, all the demons, all the this one, firing, Holy Ghost fire, God, God. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I think that's one of the reasons she's not always at the palace. This one is among the reasons. Because there is no how, it's even better. It's even better that is Muslim and Christian praying. That one is different. But this one, somebody that is calling his ancestors, and we know how all these deity stuff work. Some of these deities are super strong. Someone has made them to be strong. See, all these deities we are hearing, deity. Somebody can bring this phone and call it his own or her own deity. When you start saying some things on this phone, you start worshiping this phone will no longer be like phone again. This phone will no longer be like phone. This phone, something strange will enter inside this phone and take control of this phone. This phone will no longer be phone. This phone will become something different. It will no longer be a phone. Something will be controlling it. Imagine those people that worship deity, they will bring something and all those crafted shape of human head or human something, and they start worshiping it. By the time they start worshiping it, power will enter there. Any power, that power they are calling will enter there, and that thing will no longer be that particular craft you are seeing. It has turned to another thing. See, like Christians, we have altar. Like in my house here, I have my altar. I'm a Catholic. I have my altar where I pray every morning. I have Blessed Virgin Mary. I have my rosary there. I pray there every day. Do you know, power has entered there. Even if I don't go to church and I lie down there and pray, I believe, I have faith. If you are praying and you are praying with faith, you are praying with something, power has entered there. You know, I don't need to start doing too much. People that worship, do traditional stuff, they wake up one morning, they use cola nuts, use those hot drinks. They will say something, things they will say, pour drink, carry sand, pour it. It's protecting them and it's working. This word they are saying, there is a lot of power. So you can't tell me a Christian and somebody that worshiping another thing will be in the same place as husband and wife. No, it will be conflicting like this. They'll be doing like this. They'll be doing like this. Because if it's ordinary Christian, like you call yourself, oh, I'm just a Christian. Yeah, just a Christian. You can marry anybody. That one is different. But this one is a prophetess who prays midnight prayer, kabashin. She does deliverance for people. Queen Naomi does deliverance for people. People that maybe the gods that their ancestors or their fathers worship, she will cast them out. After casting them out, those are those deities now. And she will come back to the palace to be with that same Oni of Ife that is in charge of all those things. Do you think they will be happy? No. She do deliverance. She pray for people. maybe some things about deities worrying them, marine spirit, this one, this one. You cast all those things, finish, and their chairman, the person that is in charge of them, that is giving them food, you come, you guys will stay in the same house. No, now it will not work. You'll be doing like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. It doesn't work. Look at Olori Ashley. Olori Ashley belongs to what they call awofumfum, something. She will be wearing white for the rest of her life, as long as she belongs to that. So for her, she enters those shrines with Oni of Ife. She believes in them and is working for her. So it's either you believe in this one or you believe in this one. You can't believe in this one and you want to be with this one. After casting this one, you still want to be. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just trying to say that Queen Naomi and Oni of Ife coming together was a very big mistake, because they are not supposed to be. No matter how people see it, that normal, a Christian can marry a Muslim, a Christian can marry a traditionalist, but a pastor can never go and marry a traditionalist. Is either the person quit tradition and face Christianity, or the pastor quit Christianity and face tradition. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. You will not give God, finish. You will come and join Caesar together. You have to remain in one. That's why it's even people know about. You can't serve two masters at a time. Queen Naomi is not serving two masters. He's serving God. And you want to be with somebody that is serving another thing they believe. It can never work. It's a very terrible mistake. I know people were happy. Oh, she's a woman of God. You know, she will make Oni of Ife to change. That lie, it will never happen. There is no how Oni of Ife will leave her ancestors and start worshipping what Queen Naomi. Even if he followed Queen Naomi to church for any event, when he gets home, he'll still go and pour his shinap, throw his kola nuts to his chi. But it's normal. That was Queen Naomi. Like, I've heard where people were saying that Queen Naomi is always having attack at the palace. These attacks are just spiritual attacks. You can't tell me that. Okay, let me tell you guys this story. There is this woman, one of my classmates in high school. She told me, I used to know the woman. This woman, they have this deity in their compound where they worship, where their forefathers was worshiping, and they gave it to her dad to be taken care of. And the dad refused and said he would not. And strange things started happening there. This lady took a lot of church people there to pray and scatter the thing. The thing did not work. The person that is real man of God that she met, they said the person told her that there is no how she can burn this. The only way for her to amend this, because her father accepted. Then when the grandfather died, the father now refused. As if you have accepted something, you have to do something to free yourself. The father refused doing anything. Do you know what this girl did? She went and carried all these pastors, these ones that claim that they have power. They went there and burned down the thing. They left. The lady went back to her house. Immediately she stepped inside her house. She fell down and she died. That was the end of her. She died. It's after she died that her father started begging for forgiveness with those things. Because they said if one person died, they will keep dying. The father has to beg. So you see those deities, some people will say that they are not strong. They are very strong. Because our ancestors worship them. When you start worshiping something, that thing already has power. Our ancestors worship those things and they were giving them what they were begging them. Some of them promised them that every year I'll be giving you this, I'll be giving you goats, I'll be giving you... When you refuse to give them, something will happen. So there is no how in this world Oni of Ife will leave all these things that he's giving to his chi, to his God, to his ancestors, and follow Queen Naomi to church. You know, that time people were saying that, oh, Queen Naomi will convert Oni of Ife to a Christian. Akoko. It will never happen. And it never happened. And she was the one, facing all the troubles. She was the one that's being attacked because she is the one that is a prophetess. They know that, see this woman, oh, when she came inside the palace, do you know what they'll be saying? Ah, this is it not Queen Naomi that was doing deliverance, delivering people that worship us? There is no how they will leave her. So marrying Oni of Ife was out of it. I don't know, maybe I'm going out of line, but what I'm trying to say is that was her biggest mistake. Her biggest mistake. And now, see what has happened. And Oni of Ife has left her side. You know, there is no one to help. But I believe that the God she served will really help her. So I'm really tired. I'm thirsty. So I think I have to end the video here. And I will meet you guys again when I have time. And thank you so much for coming to support me. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, so I have to end this live here. I'll see you guys again on my next video, on my next live. Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you guys happy new year in advance. As I always say, the things you did not achieve in 2024, you continue. Next week is Christmas. Next week is 2025. So you continue from there, and I'm wishing you good luck, and make sure you keep your hands clean, and whatever you ask you get. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys again. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming, always coming to watch my videos. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much, guys, and have a good night. It's just 10 p.m. here, so have to go and sleep. My eyes is down and my throat is already dry. So yeah, I've been live for 71 minutes, so I really tried. And yeah, so thank you so much, guys, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys. Take care and have a wonderful night.